Hi everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. This is the best s'more cookie recipe. Stay with me and we'll make this together and we'll get right to it. And this makes between 2 and 3 dozen cookies. And you can start by preloading your ingredients so that your recipe flows along smoothly. Coarsely crush some graham wafers. And let's get right to the recipe amounts. Start by adding half a cup of butter to your mixing bowl. Then add 3/4 of a cup of white sugar. Also 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. And mix the butter and sugars together until they're well combined. Then add 2 large eggs and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And mix that until it's well combined. Then add 1½ cups of all-purpose flour. And mix that together until it forms a soft dough. And if you're using a mixer like I am, this is where I remove the paddle attachment and I stir in the rest. And now add 1½ cups of coarsely crushed graham wafer crumbs and 1/4 teaspoon of salt and also 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And I mix that in until it's well combined again. Add 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and stir those in until they're really well mixed into the batter. This will form a nice stiff dough. And in order to make your cookies, you take them by spoonfuls and place them on a cookie sheet that's been lined with parchment paper. And I form them into about 1-inch balls. So you might as well just get your hands right into the cookie dough to begin with. Forming the dough into balls just helps to make them shape properly. Here I just floured the bottom of a measuring cup. And I just flatten the cookies down a little bit. It just helps to once again make them a little bit more uniform and nicely shaped. Place them into a 350-degree oven that's been preheated for about 8 minutes. Set your timer because once the 8 minutes is up, you remove them from the oven and they're not quite cooked yet, so you add the chocolate pieces and the marshmallows. And I used Hershey chocolate bars and I cut them into chunks of chocolate. I added about 2 pieces of chocolate and about 3 or 4 mini marshmallows to each cookie. I think this is how much you need in order to make each cookie awesome with every bite. Then I shut my oven off, I turn it on broil, and put it back in the oven under the broiler for just a few seconds. You have to watch it really close because it browns up nicely. You just want to toast those marshmallows like you would over a campfire, you know what I mean? So if you like them just lightly toasted, take them out sooner. If you like them well toasted, leave them just a little bit longer. But bear in mind, it doesn't take very long for them to start browning out. And then you just repeat that process with every cookie sheet full that you do. And you can actually put this cookie dough into a mini muffin tin and do it that way too if you'd prefer. And you can freeze these if they last that long. They freeze fairly well, but you really get the best out of them when they're fresh out of the oven and partially melted. Oh, they're so good. You can make these in the oven. They're better than the ones you do over a fire. And don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the comment section. Hope you enjoy them.